Hey guys, what's up? It's Nano on the track, and I'm back with another YouTube tutorial. This YouTube tutorial is going to be on melodies and chord progressions. So the first thing that I'm going to do is show you how you can make it easier for yourself to create a chord progression and melody. So I'm going to go into the piano roll. Here we are in the piano roll, and you can see that some notes are highlighted and some are not. So that is because I have something called a scale highlighter on. So what you're going to do is you're going to click this drop down arrow. You're going to go to helpers, go to scale highlighting, and you're going to click the note that you want. You're going to click the scale that you would like. Right now I have it in natural minor. So the chord progression that I'm going to make is going to be in a sad, emotional tone or feel. It's going to have a sad emotional feel to it, and it's going to be a little slow. It's in 122 BPM. That is what is highlighted here. These highlights right here, these notes right here, are out of scale. These notes right there are out of the scale of D sharp or E flat minor. So the ones that are not highlighted are in the scale. This is the scale of D sharp natural minor. Right here. This is the scale until you get back to D sharp, and then it just continues again. That is a very simple way to have it. All you would do is you would select the first key, and then you would do every other note that is in the scale in order to create your chord. A chord is a series of 3 notes or more that are put together to create a sound that coincides together, that are in the same key. So I'm just gonna take that off. Another way to give or create a scale that's very simple is by clicking the stamp right here, this purple thing, and up here it's gonna say only one or none. You're just gonna unclick only one if it's already clicked, and you're gonna go here. You're gonna click whatever scale you want. I'm gonna go to natural minor, and I'm gonna put it on D sharp since that's what we're using today. And it just gives you the scale right there. You're just going to keep clicking. The reason that I told you to unclick only one is so that you could put multiple at a time. You're just going to keep going. You're going to go down now. You're just going to put it on D sharp every time. And then what you're going to do is you're going to click Command or Control A, depending if you're on Mac or Windows, and you're going to stretch it out for 4 bars. That way when you go to your piano or whatever other instrument you're going to be using, you have your ghost channels there. The ghost channels are just going to really make the notes that are in the scale that will sound good pop out more so you could see it better. The only thing is that if you put the pattern down in the piano roll, it's going to look a little messy. And personally, I don't like that, but it's honestly your preference. If you want to just use the ghost channel method while you're creating the chords, then that's perfectly fine. It honestly doesn't matter. It's your preference. So I'm just going to get rid of that right there and deselect that. Okay. Another useful tool. There's 2 more useful tools here that I'm going to share with you. Another one is a plugin called Scaler. This plugin literally gives you any scale that there is. In any key, it gives it to you. So I'm just going to go back to that natural minor right here. It's in C though. It literally gives you the scale right there with the chords already made. You just put in whatever order you like. Then you would drag the MIDI into here, and you would edit the chords however you see fit, however it sounds best to you. And that's basically it for your chord progression if you use Scaler. This is a useful tool to help you learn chords very well. You can also create your own chords by simply clicking here. I just did E flat major. And then they also give you chord progressions. Let's say you want to make an R&B song, it gives you 10 different chord progressions that you could use. Up here, that's a whole song right there, just laid out for you. You can add semitones to it. You can bring it up or down the octave. And not only does it give you certain songs or chord progressions, it gives you certain artists that you could follow. So I'm just going to look at, let's say, Simon Starr. I'm going to click this. This is the song that they have laid out for us. Personally, I don't like that one. I'm just going to pick a different one. I don't really use the songs or the dream sequence. When I was starting off, I would use the songs. I would try to find something that I liked and just play around with the chords. But now I just mostly use the scales if I have beat block. It's very good to use when you have beat block because it just puts things, it just lays it out right in front of you, and it could give you inspiration at any moment. The other thing that can really help with beat block or simply chord progressions is Unison MIDI chord pack. It just gives you a bunch of MIDI packs that could strike inspiration. It gives you all the triads or all the chords that are or have ever been created in a certain key, so that you could just put them down in whatever order you like and really just get into the song that you want to create. So I'm just gonna show you an example of this. Right now we're in E flat or D sharp minor. So I'm just gonna drag and drop all the triads that are in that chord progression. And here it is. These are literally all of the chords that have been created in this key right here laid in front of you. So all you would do is you would go to your piano or whatever other instrument, and you would use the ghost channel method and put it in whatever sequence you want. This is not a song. This is just a chord progression moving up in scale. So here's what it would sound like. Sorry, I had halftime put. I'll go into halftime once we're done creating our chord progression, but this is how it sounds. So that's what that would sound like. But we are going to be creating a chord progression all by ourselves in the second half of this tutorial. So this was just to show you certain things that are useful and helpful to create melodies and that can strike inspiration and help you create them quicker. I hope you guys liked the tutorial. Comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and come back for part 2.